So normally the intro is filmed before the game, but we are one period away from getting shut out back to back, just like last year.
The Florida Panthers have won the Stanley Cup.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go! Alright, Panther fans, here we go. So we got Calgary tonight, and the same thing has happened again. This is now 3 years in a row when we go all the way out there to Western Canada and the team gets sick. Now, right now it's just Barkov, but it always is Barkov. It always starts with Barkov. Actually, it always starts with all of a sudden we can't score. And then Barkov is sick. And then for the next few games of the trip, a few of the other guys are sick. Every year it's the same thing. What the hell are they doing when they get out there? What are they eating? Don't they have... All right, so here's the lineup. Lundell, Lustenreiner, Reinhardt, no problem. Bennett, Kachuk, and who's the other guy? Swaggy, right? Then the third line, as much as I don't like to see Barkov out, this third line, this sounds like something. Bolquist with Rodriguez and Samoskevich. If that don't get you moving for one night, nothing ever will. And then Gadjevich draws in on the fourth line. And, of course, all the defensive pairs remain the same for now unless we give up a goal. And then Maurice will change everything around except for Ekblad will always remain on the top pair. Spencer Knight draws in, so Bubba gets a night off. Bubba's earned a night off. It is hard. It is very, very difficult to be an elite goaltender, yet carry a far below sub-900 save percentage this late into the season. He's working very hard at that. And last game, obviously, 4 goals on 19 shots or 20 shots, whatever it was. So let's let him get a break, because if he plays too many games in a row, he might get hot and raise that save percentage. And we can't have that happening. So what do we want to see tonight? Win the game. Just win the game, all right? Lundell needs to do what he does when Barkov is out, right? Turn into little mini baby Barkov. And then we can't lose this game, all right? It was bad enough we already had the other game that we lost. And we get shut out. Now we got Huberdeau and Weegar and Lomberg. We're going to have a Lomberg-Greer fight. Lomberg-Gadjevich? No, Greer. Because Gadjevich, they got to be buddies, right? Because they're on the team last year. So Lomberg and Greer, that should be a fun fight. All right, Panthers, we're going to be up late again. You better get me 2 damn points. All right, so it's 1-0 Calgary after 1. Just an absolutely brutal giveaway. I hate to pick on Kulikov. Kadri was right there just sniffing around, and nobody else, nobody else made themselves really available for Kulikov to pass the puck off to. Kadri steals it and gets it past Spencer Knight, 1-0. I think next year what we're going to do, we don't have to stay up till 10 o'clock for the games to start. We go out there and play all these same teams, the same time of the year, every year, and it's the same result. We can't score, Barkov gets sick, and we just look like absolute discombobulated dog shit. So I think next year what we're going to do is, instead of watching the games, we will just start the streams at like 7 o'clock, like a normal game, and just watch the replays of these games. Because it's the same thing year after year. It's like we may as well just stay home, forfeit the games, and rest and recuperate for the rest of the season. There's no sense in coming out here and making these trips anymore. Now, of course, now they'll get 2 points and win the game, but not the way I'm seeing it. I think Kyle and I could complete some better passes on the ice than what the Panthers are doing right now. All right, so what do you think? I guess we'll bring the rally caps out for this one. It was 1-0 so long. They kicked one in. And it's weird because he didn't really need to kick the puck in. It would have deflected and gone in anyway. So they call the goal back, and we give up a goal with a minute left. We can't put the puck in the back of the net. We cannot score. And it is just incredible to me how we're getting the exact same result on the exact same trip at the exact same time as last year. But it worked out for us pretty well in the end last season, right? So go ahead, get shut out again. In fact, that's it. No goals. No goals. All right, let's see what the hell happens. Oh, at least it wasn't 4-0. I think what makes it worse is the late starts. Definitely. Waiting all day, taking a nap before the game starting at 10 o'clock. It's 12:40 for a 3-0 shutout. I think that's what makes it worse. I don't even know what we can take from any of these games when we go out there. We did the exact same thing last year. We're doing it again. Barkov is sick. It would not surprise me at all if, today's Saturday, so we just get the one day off, then we got Edmonton on Monday. Well, it wouldn't shock me at all to see Barkov comes back, but now Bennett is sick, or Kachuk is sick. But Bennett and Kachuk did not look like themselves at all tonight. The passes were off. Bennett had, and the game in a nutshell, Bennett and Kachuk had a 2-on-0 and somehow managed to not get a goal. And that was when it was 2-0. And then not that much longer after that, Spencer Knight lets in a bad goal. Now, the second goal wasn't great. It had kind of snuck between, like, he missed it trying to get it with his glove, and it went here. But then the third goal was just, he was trying to flash the leather, and he just missed. Just missed. That can't happen. That can't happen. And, he was laughing and goofing about it with, his fellow teammates there after he made a couple of saves, which, okay, great. It's nice that you're in a decent mood after you've allowed a shitty goal, but nothing. The puck wouldn't go in. We hit the post 3 times. Ekblad hit the crossbar, post, and then I think it was Greer here towards the end of the game. He hit the post. Sam Miskevich kind of had a wide open net, but the puck bounced, and he was kind of trying to golf swing it in. Nothing. The puck won't go in. Nothing will happen. Every bounce is against us. Then there's no energy. Just no energy whatsoever. There's no forecheck. There's a couple of back checks. Like Kachuk had one back check that... it's just bad all the way around. You can't even blame it on... And one thing I've noticed is that on defense, and this is a sign of guys trying to do too much. If you notice, most games, one of the defensemen is having a bad game. Kulikov, Schmidt, Ekblad, Forsling's had a couple of games that weren't great. Mikula's had a couple of games. Bolinskis. It seems like every game we've got one defenseman, and tonight it was Kulikov, that just can't play hockey. So, nothing has changed. We're still in first place. We're still the champs. And we still need some work if we have any hopes of winning the cup again. But in terms of what these games mean when we go to Vancouver and lose 4-0 and Calgary 3-0 and whatever the hell Edmonton's going to do to us on Monday, I don't know how much I can put into it. I don't know how much you can take out of it is what I'm trying to say. We know what this team is. They don't suddenly have no offense. We're just snake bit about a little bit right now. And with Barkov out of the lineup, it does make a difference. And the other thing is, as soon as Maurice changed the line, the lines were like completely different throughout the second and third period. Like, I don't even think we had lines. Every time I looked out there, it was completely different. I think we finished with Boquist, Samiskevich, and Rodriguez. I mean, it was just a mess. It was just an absolute mess. That's what it was. You know, it's like if you walked outside, you had to take the garbage out. And you walked outside and took the garbage out like 5 in the morning, and it's dark outside, but the neighbor's dog come and took his shit and in the yard, and you stepped in it and you didn't even know it. And then you come back in the house and you're walking all over the house and you're doing your morning routine. Why, what the hell? And then you realize you tracked dog shit all over the house. That's what this game was. Just everywhere you look, it was dog shit. And not like terrible, but just not good enough to win. You know, I mean, you know, it's like the effort. They're not putting in great effort. We still outshot them. At one point, it was like 28-23. We were out shooting them, but we're down 3-0. So what makes it tough is the late. It's tired. It's tired. I'm tired. And I keep getting hungry in the middle of the third period in these late games. It's 1 o'clock. Then I got to eat something after I'm done getting the recap up. We only got one more, and then things normalize. Now, last thing I'll say, thank you all, first of all, for coming out to the Super Chats. Really, coming out to the Super Chats. Coming out to the stream, thank you for the Super Chats. Much appreciated. Those of you who interacted so far with the post I made for the members only, much, much, much gratitude that way. Seriously. We have some surprises. We have some things coming up here in the next couple of weeks that are going to be, we're doing it. Kyle and I are doing something that we have an opportunity to do that I can't talk to you guys about just yet. But it's something that, let's just put it this way. Imagine where somebody said, I had a massive opportunity to do something in California, but I only had enough gas money to get to like Colorado. That's where I'm at right now. But if I have to walk the rest of the way from Colorado to California, I will. So we've got some things that are happening here in the next couple of weeks. You're gonna know about it. Don't worry about that. But next week you're gonna see Nick. You're going to see Nick from Twisted Wrister a little bit. Kyle and I are still doing the Monday game. Okay? And then I will have a post to let you guys know what's going on after that. And then you'll have some more information coming as we get later on into next week and the weekend. And it's just something that we had to do. Something that came up that we absolutely... So I'll do the best we can to have coverage and content on the channel. But I'll see you tomorrow at noon.